Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Royce, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh. I'll be joined by Jeff Hathhorn in a matter of moments over at the 93.7 The Fan Cam. And we're taking your phone calls tonight at 412-575-2600. And just when Bucko Fever was coming back, Jeff, they go and give up 8 runs in the back half of this game and are now losing 9-6. I can't believe it. I thought they were back on track.
What did you do to this team? You're on vacation. This team gets hot again. You come back, and then they're falling apart.
It's got to be me.
You can't walk people. You can't walk people. I mean, the self-inflicted wounds. This team's margin for error is so slim that you can't go walking people, and that's really haunted them. And, man, it's a shame for Contreras because 2 years ago it seemed like this guy was a lock to be a top 3 part of your rotation. Now, even when they need starting pitching, he can't get in the rotation when he has that opportunity in the bullpen. He just blew it tonight.
I know. I'm giving up 5 earned. Big reason why they're going to lose, I would imagine. I mean, it's not over yet. Anything can happen. They're down 9-6 right now. But, you know, I was impressed by Osvaldo Bido. I mean, he has some good stuff, and maybe it's because they haven't seen him. But he had, I think it was 6 strikeouts today, and better than I thought he was going to do. I thought the Pirates I did think the Pirates were going to have to score a lot of runs tonight, but because of him, not because of Contreras.
Yeah, the bullpen that's been really good has kind of let them down. Yeah, I thought Bido, you know, he gave up that run in the first inning, a ground ball through the left side. That could happen to anybody. But he had some big strikeouts, some times where he could have given up big innings, and he got a big strikeout. So, yeah, it was impressive. It's one outing. I mean, who knows what he'll be. I would assume that this was good enough for him to get another chance. But, listen, when you lose 3 guys that could be starters to essentially elbow injuries or Tommy John, or I guess it's a little different with each guy. But when that happens to you, even if you're a big market team, it is hard to recover. You're going to have to find pitching from somewhere. And Bido, Priester, I mean, these guys are going to have to step up for this team if they're going to stay in contention.
Mike Tomlin wouldn't use any excuses like that, Jeff.
Yes, the standard is the standard.
No,
how about, by the way, Matt Canada, or was it Canada today? No, it was, we were talking today, and, one of the players said, this year, no, it was Najee Harris yesterday when he said, indeed now the standard is the standard. Like, now we're to the point where we can be, that team where if somebody goes out, we can have somebody fill in. I thought that was an interesting comment from Najee. Probably talks to how much better he feels about this team, but it also tells you, where they were when he was a rookie.
You just heard part of that interview from yesterday. We aired it a couple minutes ago, him talking about the offense and how he thinks it has progressed. I mean, everyone says the right thing. You've been over there the last 2 days. You've been over there since the beginning of OTAs. I missed a week because I was on vacation and haven't been over there yet for the mandatory minicamp. I know. Anything change? I know we're not allowed to talk about certain things. You got to keep certain things quiet, but anything that stood out to you the last 2 days?
Well, I think the wishbone look they're oh, crap. I think, to your point, we can't – I can't say this because Tomlin said it. They're running 2-minute drills. They're running possession offenses. They're using a play clock now. So while it's not football, and Tomlin always says it's football-like, it's a lot more football-like than it was during OTAs. So these guys are being pressed a little bit more. Some of the young guys are having to think on their feet. So it's been a little bit more, and for us to watch, there's been more to watch, more to glean, if you will, from what we've seen as opposed to what we saw in OTAs.
Yeah, everyone is there. They have to be there for mandatory minicamp. I mean, but we're not going to see these battles unfold like left tackle, maybe strong safety until we get to training camp. Right now, I mean, I know Broderick Jones is getting a taste of it a little bit, and we're still trying to figure out who's going to be in the backfield on defense. But I think things are coming together, but I think the picture will be much clearer when we're up in St. Vincent in August.
Yeah, and we'll be able to tell you what we see because it's open to the public. But Richie, I asked Pat Meyer today, how would you describe left tackle? Is it a competition? He said 100%. It's a competition right now between Dan Moore and Broderick Jones. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, and we know from history, Mike Tomlin will play his first-round draft picks. I mean, that's what he does. That's why they drafted a guy. That's why they moved up to draft a guy. I just don't see him not be the opening day starter at left tackle and maybe Dan Moore just being the swing guy. And same with maybe Joey Porter, because he's essentially a first-round draft pick too. I don't see those guys not being potential big pieces early on this year.
Although, Richie, we did see it last year where their first-round pick didn't start the season as a starter. It took a few games in until he found his way in.
I think that's different because they brought in Mitch Trubisky. You know what I mean? I think that's just a different position. I would like to go back to before that, maybe Najee Harris. He didn't sit around.
Yeah, but Najee had no one to compete with. At least, Broderick's dealing with an incumbent in Dan Moore. And let me say this, credit to Moore. He's handled it the right way. He's still helping Broderick Jones in practice, but he's also still competing. He's not just laying down and giving up that job. And he hasn't bellyached, at least not that we're aware of, but you see him in practice. He's got energy. He's not going to let this go without a fight. And he could have handled it many ways, and I think he's handled it, with class and like a true competitor, and not willing to give it up, but not going to just sit there and moan or try to not be friends with Broderick Jones or teach him anything. Yeah. He's done it the right way.
All right, we got to take a break, but we're going to continue the conversation with Pirates and Steelers. Also, I want to get your opinion about Jason Spezza being hired as assistant general manager. All that and more coming up. Get on the phone lines, 412-575-2600 on the Bordas and Borders hotline. Back in a couple minutes.